Congratulations, season 3.
Thank you.
Did you ever think you'd be getting this far when you first started?
No. Not to sound like a downer. No. I think we were just, I don't know, it just felt like when we were making the show, we were just excited to be telling, or I can say I felt like I was excited to just be telling this story, and I don't think it was in the realm of imagination that it would be anything else other than that.
You're part of the vernacular of pop culture now.
Crazy.
It's so wild. It's so wild.
What do people say to you when they come up to you on the street? I can't imagine what they say to you.
People just say, is it Piper? Are you Piper? That's what I get. Piper? Piper? They need to confer with their friends. It's Piper.
Yes.
Piper?
Yeah.
Piper. You're Piper?
And what do you get?
I get a lot of, why are you in a dress? Where
They all expect you to be in orange?
I think so. I used to get the impression that they thought we walked around in jumpsuits, or your eyes are way smaller than I thought they'd be. These are basically
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. How come you don't have your knots in? We love you, crazy eyes, or just yelling crazy eyes.
Yeah.
That's my name.
Right. I saw the picture of you and Hillary Clinton. That was very nice.
Yeah, that was a very unexpected and very fun moment, and she was so lovely and so lovely to meet and be.
Is she a fan of the show?
I didn't talk to her about it. I didn't ask her about it. I was just more interested in being in the room, so many inspiring women and to be invited into that conversation.
And now you're one of those women. You're both among those women, right?
Well, thank you.
Pretty cool.
Hope so.
What's the hashtag for season 3? Everybody wants to know.
Oh, that's Uzo's domain. What do you think the hashtag would be?
Oh, okay. Hashtag buckle up.
That's good.
Right? Hashtag buckle up. Hashtag believe it.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
Now, no Jason Biggs this year.
Mm.
Are you going to miss him?
Oh, I adore Jason. But I never miss him that much. I still see him. He hasn't gone that far.
Are things over?
I don't even know.
I know you don't want to talk particular plot lines, but with the loss of V, how do you guys how are you all going to deal with that? And how much further into the season do we start? How far?
Now my brain is rewinding too.
How much
From where you left off.
Don't we pick up
pretty close.
closely?
Yeah, pretty close to it. I mean, she came in and shook up a lot of the world and the dynamics of, the relationships. And so, Genji has really brought in this new idea through her and through everybody's displacement in their storyline, various displacement through their storylines, trying to rekindle their faith or their belief, and she's really interested in those words and what those mean throughout the world for these women.
Right.
So we get to see those stories play out.
And Mary Steenburgen joins the cast. What can you tell me about her?
I am. She's a hit.
A hit?
Yeah, everybody really likes her. She was at the hair and makeup room. Loved her. That's what I was hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool lady.
Yeah. And what does she play?
Trickery.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what I can say, what I can't say. But you can tell me, how does Crazy Eyes deal with the loss of V? I mean, that's a big loss.
Well, I think it circles back to the previous question. As we find ourselves really trying to pick up the pieces, as it were, after things have sort of shattered or been run over by a van, we start to realize, we start to see how she sort of deals and copes with her belief system and faith as well. She has shown a track record and a history of worshiping idols, as it were. And so what is faith to her now? So we'll just kind of leave it at that.
Would you say there's a basic theme for the season, or is it faith, or is there, what about your character? What's her theme?
I think it actually is faith. I think that we've talked a lot about that as as an ensemble, and the writers have been bringing that up, and the variety of ways that manifests itself in these incredibly different women, you know. So I think that's kind of like sort of the line that they're treading, what they're playing with.
When you go home, do you like say no orange in my house? I've had enough orange, or do you favor the color?
The actual wearing
Yeah.
of it. I mean,
I've never been a big orange person, so it wasn't a great big loss. I mean, I do feel like there's a little nod. Like, I'm kind of saying, orange. I see ya. I see some orange on the street.
Right.
I feel a special affinity towards the color. I feel, you know,
love.
yeah.
I like colors in the family of orange. I don't know if I'm like on the nose orange necessarily, but
Even
like,
your blouse could be maybe in the family.
yeah,
right?
like I'll rock a coral situation,
know.
a salmon. This is more pinky, like the
Yeah,
outer.
more
It's on the
peachy.
spectrum maybe.